President Trump sworn into office amidst a busy first week in Washington. We'll get reaction to his controversial executive orders from Indiana Congressman Andre Carson, Jim Baird, and Marlin Stutzman. Plus, we'll hear from Governor Mike Braun and get reaction to his executive orders from State Senator Shelley Yoder and State Rep Kerry Hamilton. Plus, Indiana lawmakers studying the limits of social media. Now on this week's edition of In Focus. This week, President Trump is back in the Oval Office, signing a series of controversial executive orders. He also took time Friday to tour the damage in North Carolina and California amidst a busy week in the nation's capital. We'll get reaction from Indiana lawmakers on both sides. But first, here's Washington correspondent Trevor Shirley with a recap.
Within hours of President Donald Trump taking office, nearly everyone convicted of January 6th related crimes had their records wiped clean.
So this is a big one. We hope they come out tonight, frankly.
14 others, including at least one person convicted for seditious conspiracy, had their sentences commuted. The president suggesting more pardons could be coming.
We're looking at different things, but the commutations would be the ones that we'll take a look and maybe it'll stay that way, or it'll go to, full pardon.
President Trump also signing dozens of other executive orders during ceremonies at the Capital One Arena and the White House.
Could you imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so.
The president cracking down on illegal immigration by reinstating his Remain in Mexico policy, where asylum seekers have to stay in Mexico until their case is heard.
As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do.
One order ending birthright citizenship is already facing legal challenge as unconstitutional. Another order declaring a national emergency at the southern border.
All over the world, they're emptying their prisons into our country. They're emptying their mental institutions into our country. It stops as of 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Other executive actions included ordering federal workers back to the office full time, as well as ending government DEI hiring practices. Another says the U.S. government will only recognize two genders.
The dawn of the golden age of America. That's what it's going to be. We're bringing it back.
President Trump also signed documents intending to withdraw the U.S. from the Paris Climate Accords. That's also something he did when he was president the first time. Reporting in Washington, I'm Trevor Shirley.
Trevor, thanks. In a statement, a spokesman for Indiana Democrats said from day one, President Trump is making clear he intends to use the might of the U.S. government to further the interests of the ultra-wealthy like himself at the expense of everyone else through higher prices and taxes for working families. This week, we also got reaction from 3 Republican members of Indiana's congressional delegation who spoke with our Washington bureau on Inauguration Day.
I am excited. It's going to be a great day for America, and it's a great day to have our new president and have him do the things that he's been talking about all along in the campaign trail. And now it's time to get to work and get it done.
Today is a new day in America. Despite the frigid temperatures outside, the enthusiasm in and around here in Washington, but around the country, is absolutely off the charts. And it's a new day where we will turn a page. We will restore American prosperity here at home. We will seal the southern border, and we will ensure that our enemies fear us and that our allies respect us.
Being in the rotunda, a lot of energy. What I took away from the speech is that he recognizes he has a 4-year window, and he's going to get as much for the American people as possible. And so I think he laid out the agenda, what it is, and he expects Congress to go to work right away.
What major issues do you really want him to get to it as soon as he steps into that office?
I mean, economy and border. Those are the 2 big ones for my district and Indiana's 3rd district back home. And so focusing on the economy, getting our inflationary costs down, taking care of the border problems, getting the wall finished.